in a way, and perhaps it's self-protective, but I think I always like to know the next thing I'm working on before the current thing comes out, kind of getting back on the horse. Whatever movie you're making, you've never made this movie, so you're always a beginner wherever you are, even if you've done, 20 movies. Whatever movie's in front of you is a country you've never been to yet, so you'll have to figure it out. So much of what you do as a director actually happens before anyone gets there. I mean, it's, the hours and hours and hours of meetings with your crew and your department heads and everybody who's going to realize this dream. And it's almost like you build outwards in terms of having everybody see the thing you saw in your dream. And then they'll bring their own dream to it and deepen it, and you think, oh, well, that's exactly what I meant, but I wouldn't have known how to do that you had the other part to it. So you kind of start building a larger and larger group who understands it, and then by the time the actors get there, it's like you have a couple hundred people who are all seeing the thing that doesn't exist yet, and then that makes it easier for the actors to step into the reality because we've invested so much into it. It is the ultimate collaborative art form. You don't have the whole movie inside of you. It's contained in all these people. So I suppose I try to be very open to people bringing what seems like outrageous ideas, because that might be the very thing that you need. So whether it's an actor or set decorator or our dolly grip or anyone who says, what if you did it like this? And I think, that's right. You don't want it to become a cacophony, but I think that there's a way to guide, when it's working well, where you can guide every idea so that you get the best possible thing. It's great when it's all working.
So cool.
I get very emotionally involved watching actors work and watching it come to life. Margot told me that I will make all the expressions of everyone. I didn't even realize I was doing it, but I think I just kind of, I sort of like live vicariously through it. I think directing in a way made me really realize my vast limitations as an actor. Although I love acting and I love doing it, but I've worked with some of the greatest actors of their generation, and there's nothing like watching Margot and America and Ryan and Saoirse and Timothy and Florence and Meryl, Laurie Metcalf. I mean, to think like, that's good. I feel like they're so great at it. C.S. Lewis Narnia books are something that I've loved since I was a child. I would say the two big books of my childhood were Little Women and the Narnia books. So I had that, instant excitement, but instant terror that comes from trying to tackle something that has shaped me. I think I'm trying to, it's a small thing. I'm trying to make it magical. I want to make it feel like magic. C.S. Lewis said that the goal of, writing fantasy, something from his imagination, he'd say, let's say you wrote about an enchanted forest. The goal would be that then every time you walk into a forest, after you read it, you say to yourself, maybe this is an enchanted forest. So that's a tall order, but I guess re-enchantment of the world. No problem there. I think Bohr has said this about writing. He said a lucky line here or there is the gift of chance. And he says only the errors are my own. And I feel like only the errors are my own. There's almost no way to get everything right all the time. So, you never feel like the mountain's behind you. It's only ever in front of you. I set my sights a little high, but I don't know any other way to do it. I think there's some combination of like excitement and terror that are, it's a certain feeling of almost like vertigo when I know that's the thing I want to try, because it feels, yeah, you feel that rush. I don't like roller coasters that much, but it feels like a roller coaster. I've done them, I did them, I do them sometimes. But I'm sort of like, I don't need to, I do that emotionally.